on the last stupid ass episode of Talk Heavy.
If you did have unprotected sex, which a lot of you are, go get tested.
I already gave y'all all the real information. I ran out. The Casamigos sent me down. And I don't have any more real information. So right now, STD to me stands for still tuck your dick. And when it get hard, we still put it up under elastic. So we ain't out here looking crazy. Especially if you get blessed by the best.
I cannot.
Tuck your dick, young boy. Don't be out here looking like
if you're not sure if you got an STD, you should just do what I do. I just send all your dick pics with you busting in them, right? So like every dick pic I send, I'm busting. So listen,
that do?
That's what you send to your doctor. If you don't want to go to the doctor, you just say your your doctor dick pic and you busting.
This nigga sending out glazed donuts.
Welcome to the first half of
the Talk Heavy podcast. We back in the building for another episode, man.
Fresh off motherfucking vacation,
nigga. I hate Florida. I got stuck down there, man. I can't stand Florida. But guess what? It's time to get into the show, man. Guess who I have with me?
Special guest.
How did you know and shit?
It's every week, motherfucker.
We got the Devinwade cast in the building. Let's start off and let them introduce themselves.
What's up, y'all? Y'all already know who channel it is, man. It's Devinwade, a.k.a. Dangerous Dev Nasty, a.k.a. Choke Your Mama Out, a.k.a. Choke Your Pop Out, and to the left of me.
Playing with
Hi,
her
guys.
titties.
I don't have all the fancy nicknames, but I just go by Monica.
Yeah, that's enough.
That's Miss Mulatto. She'll have your bottles.
Mulatto
And in front of me.
Young model.
Mulatto
In front of me.
Young amazing models.
Oh, my God.
Nah, but yeah, this the squad, y'all. It's your boy, man. The people, I'm here for the people, man. Y'all know I fucks with y'all. Like, I'm gonna give y'all my cash app.
That's the way to do it. Yeah. It's the Prince of Honey Park, the BBW lover, the pregnant woman slayer, Mr. 2 push-ups a night, the man built in the image of God himself, Slice Maximus.
It's the North Philly legend. Strawberry Mansion's finest. The BBW hater, the pregnant woman creator. They still calling me Jesus' first cousin. He go raw cause the condom keep bussin'. From North Philly to South Beach, cause that's about as long as this pipe reach. You should always fuck with a chick that stutter from the get-go, cause you might bust your nut before she say no.
Now, ladies,
Sucking dick is good for your mental health, so don't do it for him.
Do it for yourself.
Underscore winner.
you can tell
No, real shit, because we looked it up.
She looked it up.
Listen,
Nah,
but
she
we really did look it up.
She was
It
just
is good for
zoned
you.
out to the intro. The intro's so crazy.
Especially if you're on a diet, if you could tell them how many calories.
Sperm is only like 25 calories.
There you go.
There you go.
That's the knowledge from Talk Heavy. There you go. You
and
can burn
it's
a lot of
less, and it's less when you got this pineapple juice in it.
Yo, we're going to get into the question of the day. Y'all know how we do first half, man. It's always a question of the day. But before we get into that, hit like, hit subscribe again. Go to Talk Heavy, hit subscribe. What else we got to do?
My cash
They
app.
gotta
My cash app.
send some money to the cash app.
Talk Heavy podcast.
So we can keep this production going, man.
Oh, yeah.
Why y'all never give out my fucking cash app?
Talk Heavy podcast.
Porter trying to get
We
flowed,
Porter
he trying to
cut.
get flowed out. So Yeah, I mean, hit his cash up so he can get flowed out.
Also, y'all been showing a lot of love by sharing clips across America. We've been resharing them, man. Keep sharing them, man. Let the world know about this podcast.
Yeah, getting us banned.
Yeah, got us banned from TikTok and a few other places.
Cool.
Why the fuck everybody look at me?
You know what I mean? You just be doing some nut shit, man.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's get into the question, man. Let's see if we can help somebody today.
Okay, we're gonna help. We're gonna
Let's
help.
go.
What's good, Talk Heavy? First thing I want to tell, oh, she's not here. All right. First thing they want to tell Wiley, you know what I mean, that they're happy that she's here and they love Wiley input. This person is a student from the University of Kentucky. Me and my friends be cracking up at y'all. I just recently came home for the holidays and found out that my mother's been dating a guy I went to school with. I actually think I'm older than he is. He's been living in the house with my mom, but has not been here since I've been home. My cousin came to me and told me everything. I started to immediately notice things around the house, and I knew that he was here. I feel totally disrespected. My mom is in her 60s, and he has to be every bit of 20. No disrespect, but my mom not even one of those hot moms or a MILF.
She hate
He
it.
just called
He
her
hate on his
ugly.
mom. My mom hit is what he's trying to say. He said she not even one of them hot moms. She like a real grandma. Am I wrong for feeling like my mom is some type of fucking pedophile? Or what should I say to her? Or should I just fuck dude up when I see him? Damn.
Oh,
You gotta
God,
be
there's a
careful.
lot-
The dude young. He might be young and
He
sharp.
young too.
He young too.
college.
Yeah,
Both
until you're
of
in college.
That's what I'm saying. But you don't know.
He know, boy. He said he went to school with him. He probably he feel like he could test his chin.
Damn.
But do you got a valid reason to test his chin?
Hold on. But his mom is like single though, right?
She's
Yeah,
60.
she's 60
She
single.
said she like
Single and
60.
60.
She's single though, my boy.
Then you let
Like-
your mom bust it over with a nigga.
My mom busting it open with a nigga now.
That's 20.
Nigga like 20 something.
Really?
But
Well,
imagine
Is this
like,
you?
Huh?
Is this you?
That's not me. But it easily. No. I ain't gonna say. Let me stop playing my mom. I love my mom to death. Nah, but my mom is definitely like dating a younger guy. I'm not gonna.
You
say she
be
busting
like
it
calling
doing
him
that.
Mister?
shit.
You call
Huh?
him like Mr. Rob and shit?
I don't call that nigga Mr. Nothing. I'm older than that nigga. I'm older than
But
that
he just
nigga.
step pop.
There you step up.
He's not stepping nothing. I don't have no step pop. When you had a real pops in your life,
You had
like
a
ain't
step
no
pop?
such thing as a step pop. He's just another nigga.
Oh, damn. I don't
I
agree
thought
with
your
that.
step pop was like defined by the
I'm
last
saying
nigga
for
that stuck his
me.
dick
For
in your
you-
mom. I
for
thought
me, that's
that
how I
was your
live.
step up.
I never.
No, that's
experienced
like the definition. Like in the hood, like the definition of step pop is the last nigga to stick his dick in your mom.
No, that's not true. Because your mom could be a thot. You get a new step pop 3 times in
It's
one
niggas
day.
that get we coach kids that get new step pops
Nigga,
every
you
week.
been a few step pops.
nigga said, yeah, man.
That's what I'm saying. They get that label out too easy though. That's why I don't like that.
I
you
fuck
see what
with you.
GB said. You see what he said.
that's
His
don't listen.
That's
theory
why
is
I'm,
what
that's
shit.
why I'm like I am.
Nah, but what I'm trying to say to baby boy is like, and just from just like your mom might be on her shit. She might be in her bag. Older, look good still.
He said his mom hit.
He's saying that.
Yeah, he
He's
hating. He
saying
sound like
that.
he hating.
That's what I think it's kind of awkward and weird for any nigga to be like, man, my mom's sexy as shit.
No, some kids know they mom sexy.
Hold on, this. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's
here.
get into the
no.
meat
Let's
and
get into the
potatoes. Because
realness, right?
I know what you agree.
We all seen 8 Mile and shit like that, right? Remember he came
I
to his
forgot about
mom
that.
crib. Eminem's mom was fucking with
The
a dude
nigga.
he went to school with, but that dude at least was still older than him. He just was like, dog, we went to school. We was both in school, right? A lot of times when the younger dude, and most times if he's saying what he's saying, is dealing with an older woman, it's other perks that they're latching on. He's living in, they said he was staying there, right? So he was living in their crib, getting shit off the mom, you know what I'm saying? Probably getting bread off the mom because the mom probably got empty nest syndrome. Her kid is gone. And now this is like a substitute kid and boyfriend.
I think you're
in
making
one.
an excuse
Yeah,
for
but
it,
what
dog.
else?
I want to know how it started. Like, how did they like start talking?
That's
Yeah,
not
because
good.
clearly,
That's a big
Like, how did they meet?
they're not friends. Clearly, they're not friends.
They're probably on an app,
Listen.
Cougars or something like that.
That's a third app. Is it an app called
listen,
Cougars?
hold on.
If not, we need the NFT that
I'm
shit.
trying to tell you.
Listen, man, we cannot let age make this like a bad thing. People got to be happy out here. Love
Would you
each
be
other.
happy the other way around?
It wouldn't
Fuck
be,
no.
yeah, right.
Well,
See,
like,
he
no.
was
if
60.
your daughter was 20
What is
years
60
old or
years?
19 and went away, and a 60-year-old dude is her new boyfriend, she's 19 and in college.
It'll never happen.
She 19 in college, and a 60-year-old bull is like, yo, this my girl.
Nope.
I mean, listen, if that's how the cookie crumbled at the end of the day, I wouldn't probably be enthused about it. You get what I'm saying? But it is kind of like really like damn near like legal, I guess, because right, a woman, once she decides 18, 19, 20, right? If she decides that she wants to be with this older guy who she know has nothing but the money, right? And he could like give her monetary shit, financial shit, but realistically, sexually, she gonna be ain't nothing there. You know what I mean? She probably got beat his dick, weird shit, right? Well, who's to say?
But legal. So when you start talking about legalities, then it'll get. If you go strictly by legalities, it's going to really bother you because in a lot of these places, the age of consent is going to be 17.
I have a.
So they could be.
Me personally, like I said, I just said if my daughter chose that at that
You
age,
cool with
at that age later,
you wouldn't
Nah,
like dig into it.
I would be trying to talk to her way before that decision ever came.
No,
but if she chose it,
my thing would
somehow,
be,
some way.
I know. So my thing would be this: just being realistically, what Porter says is actually like he's correct. Like in theory, the whole thing is correct. For me, it's going to be certain biases that's going to come into it and say, "What do you want with my daughter?" We know that a 60-year-old's mind. No,
put it right between her legs.
we already because we know that a 60-year-old's mind and a 19-year-old's mind is nothing the same. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I got a 14, almost 15-year-old in the house, right? We know in a couple years it's the same. It's almost the same shit, man.
This is what we'll do. All right, we're gonna. Monica, you're my daughter right now, right? I would sit my daughter down, and I would say, listen, coming from your dad, I would much rather you suck young dick.
Younger dick is preferred.
I just would prefer that
What's the difference?
because that's still corrupting the morals.
She's
right?
not no fucking minor.
Yeah, but her brain isn't fully developed. So in essence, he can still control. We've all sat in here and we
That's
said
a
that
fact.
your brain isn't fully developed till you're 25. So he could still mind fuck my daughter,
But listen to this, right? Here's the
and
reality.
she'll never be the same again.
But here's the reality, right?
Go ahead.
In about 5 years, I'm probably gonna have me a young girl like that too. I'm probably gonna be 55. Think about it. All the young niggas is getting killed or in jail. It's only gonna be us old niggas around, and
but-
it's gonna be all these young girls.
Wait,
Think about it.
But I
He
can't
just
stick my dick
explained
in
an
a 19-year-old.
apocalypse of young men.
If I think 21, you gonna have one of them. You have two of them.
Wait, I hate those over exaggerations. Even when we go into the most violent cities in let's say Philadelphia.
It's
where
only
we're at
20
right now,
people left in
it's
Philadelphia.
But no, it's 500 people got murdered. There's millions of niggas.
That's this year.
18 million motherfuckers in the city.
So
That's
listen,
this year.
No, but I'm saying, but this year, but there's a million niggas, right? And how many was born? How many people was born in Philadelphia?
Let me get the Google.
So
Ladies and gentlemen, good
the
stats.
population is going up.
The population is going up?
The
Yeah,
population is going
And
up.
it's wintertime.
So-
Everybody fucking.
So I'm not going to say that. I'm going to
Go
say
ahead.
what for my daughter is she going to get? In reality, this man is dead.
sure.
Listen, in reality, this man is done in 30 years, and my daughter will be not even 50 yet.
But she might be
49?
financially stable at that point.
Yeah, but money ain't worth everything, bro. Money not worth it. That's like basically
I'm not
right
saying
now.
it's
Your
worth
daughter's
everything.
how old right
My
now?
daughter's 10.
Your
And
daughter's
let's
10.
say 8 years.
Your daughter's 10. Okay, so that's like a nigga that's 50 years old
Right.
now that'll be with your daughter when she's of age.
Right.
Bro, that's ridiculous.
I
That's
think it's
that's
weird for any
ridiculous.
person to be able to hold you when you're born to then date you later on.
Oh,
That's
shit.
weird.
Tell that's the measuring
That's
stick.
so weird.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's
measuring stick.
No, I think I actually agree with that. That's actually like
That's dumb
That's-
as shit.
Hold on. I don't know about
I'm
that.
saying why it's dumb.
I'm saying for me in my dating thing, that's actually like a thing for me. Like if I like watched you
Change
grow up,
your diapers
yeah,
and all
in my hood, it's crazy because
I don't know, 'cause you can change a diaper
No,
at
no, no,
at
no,
12.
no,
At
no,
12 years
no,
old.
no,
That's
no,
why I said
no,
it's
no,
dumb as
listen,
shit.
hold
Right,
up, hold
you can
up.
change
No,
your diaper at 12.
this some G shit though. This some G shit though, right? And I gotta agree with this. And I know everybody not gonna agree, and a lot of guys and even women maybe, I don't know, but I seen a female that I know posted some shit like that recently. It was a post going around, and it was like some shit about like, yeah, like if you grew up with me, like, and you my age, and you like a, you know, like a man that's on here on social media, like I ain't gonna hold you. I feel a type way, and I get weird vibes from you niggas following like my daughter.
Oh,
And
yeah,
like
for
it,
sure.
and like, and my daughter picks up all crazy, right? And I felt that 100,000%. that's why like when Monica said that, like, yo, if you was damn near carrying a little joint, and then when she get of age, you ain't supposed to be kind of like looking at it like that.
You don't think we're at the age? You don't think we're at the age now where we could date the mom or the daughter?
We are. I'm gonna tell you why. No. I'm gonna keep it a beam because look. So I'm gonna relate this back to me. I'm older than my girl, right?
Right.
But I'm only older than my girl by 7 years.
Okay.
But I always think about this because my girl was literally around the corner from me the whole time. I didn't know. So it's one of those things where I wonder sometimes. Did we ever like pass each other? But I was like some teenage nigga going over some Joe crib, right?
It's different at the age.
And listen, what I'm saying is she was like skipping down the street doing some shit, and I just
Pigtails.
walked past some kids like, yo.
Yeah, you was 15.
Before
you was 15 and she was 8.
But that shit is a big difference back then.
So what I'm saying is, I think about that now. This is where it gets interesting. I can't agree all the way with Monica because I'm trying to be realistic, right? A nigga that's 19 could hold a baby, right? Could hold a baby, but could hold a baby. If you held the baby, it's off limits. But if you're 39 now, I can see how 39-year-old niggas all the time is talking to 20-year-old girls.
Why not?
I all the time, and definitely 44, 25.
I could see it, but not the ones you watch.
No,
I'm not saying
we
the
never
one
said
you
it.
put
She said if you
That's
could,
what I'm
you
saying.
could. No. We definitely know that's out of pocket.
It happens.
She's saying though,
Yeah,
if
it
you
does.
could, if you could have held the person when they was a baby, that's kind of like her measuring stick. If you could have, and I'm saying like, nah, not necessarily because. How old is?
I know not necessarily, but I just feel like
Nick, who's a celebrity? How old is somebody like? What's the Beyonce's artist that everybody likes? I see her picture posted up all the time. Beyonce.
Chloe.
How old is she? I don't know. How old is she? Chloe Bailey.
She's under 22.
So if Chloe Bailey, every nigga that's probably 40 years old would date Chloe Bailey, that actual person right now. If they ran,
I don't know who she is. But go
You
ahead.
know who she is?
I don't know who she is. But my
be lying like shit.
No,
No,
really,
GB like that.
I've said this time and time again. I have a thing because I have a daughter that's of a certain age.
Okay.
So I couldn't.
I
couldn't fuck a 20-year-old.
I probably
You
could.
understand what I'm saying? Like because my daughter is so close in age, it weirds me out. You have to at least be a certain age for me to even look at you in a sexual manner.
Okay.
That's just me.
Okay. Hold on. Wait.
That's just me, though.
Wait. Let's rewind.
I know what you're going to say. Monica, how old are you, Monica? I know how this nigga think.
For the record, I played off to her last week.
Listen, Monica, I apologize, but I can't stick my dick in you, Monica. I just gotta apologize to you.
Apology accepted.
Dev, I see next year coming already. I see it coming already.
Hey, yo,
but
but I kind of like agree with that, and it's crazy because I don't got a daughter. I got a son that's 21, but I can't see myself like bringing no John home that's like my son's age.
Well, you mean you bringing a boy home?
Come on,
Come on, man.
Listen,
I know he lost me for a second. I wasn't paying attention.
This nigga was in
No,
Florida.
but
He was in Florida.
He just come back from Atlanta. I don't know.
You came back.
From motherfucking Florida, nigga.
I understand kind of what Porter's saying. So if his son came home with his son got his girl and she got a girlfriend that's say 3 years older than her, 23,
Right.
24.
What you going?
You can't bomb it.
Yeah, you can't.
You said
bomb it.
what?
Your son come home with his girl. Let's say your son girl 21.
Yeah.
She brings a girlfriend with her that's 24. You can't touch it.
Yeah, I mean, it would be
weird.
That'd be some weird ass shit.
Yo, you know-
don't get me wrong.
Be like your son. Like your son. Like, yo, what's her name?
Listen, I'm just telling you because real shit happens, right? If my son came home and had a joint, right? My son's 21. If he came home, had a joint, she 22, and she had another friend that came over there. My son like, Dad, she like, she's trying to, fuck
she
with
on you. Yeah, Dad, she on you.
I can't say that I'm not gonna.
Okay, I'm gonna make it better. I'm
gonna be honest.
It's white.
I'm not that old.
Hold on, wait. It's white outfit strip club.
Is what?
White outfit from the strip club the other night.
That nigga said white. He just
24.
I just told him that she was like one of the doper joints in the joint.
She's 24, Porter. What you doing?
No. I mean, it's no telling what I'm gonna do, and I mean, it all depends. It'd be layers to that shit. To be honest, like for real, maturity matters. Maturity matters for me when it comes to like these younger women. For me, you know, because I am older, and to be honest, it's gonna be bad enough that if you look young, know what I mean? But no, don't get me wrong. If you gonna look like 21, 22, some shit like that. But then you can't even really like hold a conversation. Like your conversation is kind of like not mature. I just feel like I'm gonna fuck around and back off and get away from the whole situation.
I went to my homecoming, right? Dell State Joint. Shout out Dell State. Y'all know what it is. So this young girl walked up to me. She had to be 18. She looked like a freshman, right? And she was like, "Hey, Pop, you look good as shit." So when she said Pop, I fucking started. Because you don't realize you older than your brother. You think you still that nigga on campus. Who the fuck she talking to? She said, "Stop playing with me, Pop. Put your number in my phone." And she was talking real aggressive and greasy.
So you put your number in her phone.
So I put my number in her phone, all right? I didn't want to play her in front of her girlfriends. I remember back in the day, and I used to shoot my shot, I needed the number. But on top of it, it's a certain age group. That's too young for me, right? But it's a certain age group. You go a senior at college, some of them was looking good. I might have fucking risked it all at a senior at 20. When you think at 23, 24, I'm 40 years old, 41 years old. What the fuck I'm supposed to do?
And the other thing is this too.
And I'm single for the record.
Wait. Let's talk about the realities of other things too. Like if you, no disrespect to my high school people or not like that I went to high school with. Most women that I would run into from high school did not stay, what's the best word for it?
Sexy.
Yeah, they had a hard life.
What high school was that?
Like age.
They didn't age well.
What
They
high
didn't
school
age
was it?
well.
Chill. So
Camden High, young bitches got
So like if you a man that kept yourself in some kind of shape, you know what I'm saying? You still able to move around, whatever the case may be. And these Jones ain't looking, the ones that's in your age group, especially if you are older nigga and you don't got kids. So that's another thing too. You be an older man, no kids. You're running into chicks that's your age. They got mad kids. They built like something you might not want to deal with. You feel what I'm saying? They not built right. The women that the niggas is going to be attracted to, they going to be attracted to the girls that's still looking like they in their prime. Like they in their prime. And the pickings are more slim, obviously, the more the age goes
Do you
up.
think daughters are more mad when their dad come home with a young girl? So say for instance your dad came home with a young girl to the house, right? Hypothetically speaking. Are daughters more mad? See, I know sons with their moms. The reason why I'm saying
it'd be worse than the other way around.
Sons with their moms is different. So I understand why he's mad. Like, this nigga bombing my mom.
Because
like,
you know
what
he's there for.
Right. See, but with daughters, you feel like, oh man, my dad still got it a little bit. Like, or do you feel like my dad's, you just a nasty motherfucker?
So look, I will tell you. So when I was coaching at Northwest, I was my dad, it was a woman who lives like 4 doors down from me, right? And she was actually younger than me at the time. At the time when I was coaching, I was in my 20s. And she was younger than I was. And my dad started fucking her. You know what I'm saying? They wound up moving in together in the whole 9. And it was like weird, like for me, because her son played on my team. So she was like, you know, I had to, like, her and my dad started like walking the young boy to football practice and shit. And it was weird because she was like 4 doors down from me and shit. And it was like, she was kind of like my stepmom and shit. She was like kind of trying to like cook for me and shit like that. And I was probably like 4 years older than her. So, but I didn't feel like my dad was like dirty. Like I felt like my pop still had it.
My grandpop had it.
So
His wife was like 40. He was 80.
Why can't baby boy mom still have it?
That's Monica.
Why she gotta go out like wicked? Why she gotta go out bored? Because she's 60. Why can't she go out fucking?
I don't think it's that. I think a nigga looks at it like the person has ulterior motives with his mom.
I don't look at his mom as dirty. I'm just saying I understand how the son looks at it.
Yeah.
I
But
can understand it.
That's because of perception. That's because of how he's looking at it.
I think he's taking advantage of her.
We gotta. You
gotta be.
You can't think like
You
that.
got to be.
Listen,
Could be
I
taking
feel like
advantage of
kids
it.
let me
are
let
kind
you
of
know something.
honest when it comes. I'll say if my dad is
let me
like
tell
a
you something.
handsome.
Let me tell you something. Right. Let me tell you something. Right. This young guy, right? could actually be fucking really thinking to himself like, yo, I'm doing an amazing fucking service because I'm still loving on this older woman. Everybody needs love. This could be his mentality. Y'all say his mentality is taking advantage. He could be sitting here because
That's like an older person going to a nursing home and pleasuring the
Listen, hold on. Listen, I'm telling you, my mom is 70 something years old.
Oh.
Her nigga is like 26. I don't know if they fucking and sucking. I don't know if they fucking and sucking, but he takes good care of my mom. He's there for my mom heavy. Like, you don't know what this nigga is doing for her. He don't only gotta be, I'm not saying that he's not taking advantage of her. I'm just saying that we can't say that he is. And that's the only thing he there for. This nigga could really love her.
Because you gotta go with Porter, right? Because you seen, hold on, you seen.
I can't grasp that.
But listen, when you think about August
Well.
Alsina, right? He obviously was pussy whipped enough that it wasn't just about fucking Jada. Like
He went crazy.
He went
But-
crazy.
No,
No.
do this.
But that's Jada.
Jada Pinkett is a don.
She's a trophy.
She's a dime?
She's a trophy. Yes.
Yes.
No disrespect, Will.
No. Come on, bro.
She's a
Bro,
trophy.
Jada Pinkett looks like something. You know it. When you look at Jada Pinkett, no nigga would see. If you didn't know Jada Pinkett, right, and she was still her
Nigga,
age,
Janet
you
Jackson
would go
is
over there
almost
like,
60
yo,
years old.
you seen
Man, you
seen old boy mom? Like
Right.
niggas would be like, yo, you ever seen Jada and mom?
Yes.
Right. She's hot. Okay.
So what I'm saying is niggas would say that if it's the other way, like dude
Niggas
is
will fuck Janet
describing it,
Jackson right now.
it's
Yeah,
different. Yeah,
niggas
it's
will fuck
different.
she-
Yo, but the only
But the
nigga
point
that
is,
said
like, you think but what I'm saying, it appeared that he had some type of feelings for her.
Well,
Or
the
this
issue-
nigga wouldn't have been out here ranting.
But the
only-
issue, Porter,
and the
Porter,
only
you're gonna have
nigga-
an issue though. You're gonna have an issue though when you go to your mom's house and you walk in and nigga be like, yo, bro, take your shoes off when you come in.
Porter back on He's not gonna do that. He's not. First of
You
all,
gotta say, yes,
Listen.
Dad.
Oh,
he's not gonna do that. He's a good guy. He's a good kid. He's a good kid.
A good kid.
He's a good kid.
Right.
Listen, he's a good kid. He's a good guy.
I think
He's
people
not
like that have mommy issues. Like they're looking for a
That's
motherly
deep,
figure.
though.
No.
That's deep.
I mean,
That's something
listen.
to explore.
That could be in some cases, but we gotta understand that we live in different times. Things are. I'm not.
How did your mom and her boyfriend meet?
On TikTok?
They just met. That
I
nigga
just
came.
don't, I don't see how like
They just
like he walked up to her in the grocery store like, hey, can I take you out to dinner sometime?
probably so.
That's
I mean,
hard.
I don't know. I ain't never get the full scoop. Probably
It
so.
was in the eggplant section.
I'm just saying, but listen, and I'm just saying that that's not the only case of that shit.
No, it
And
happened.
don't get
They
me
could
wrong.
like each
maybe,
other as
maybe
friends.
like yeah, that age kind of like is a very like wide gap. But even in like a lot of situations, man, it's a lot of guys out here and ladies, vice versa, where it go both ways. The guy older, the girl older in some situations, and it's 10 years, it's 15-year gaps in these shits, 20 and some.
All right.
it's out here.
So
But
I'm gonna say- hold on,
nine
hold on,
times
wait.
out of 10,
It's
it's mommy
happening.
issues, daddy issues
I'ma
for
say
money.
this. I'm gonna say this. Me and my girl
happening.
got a 7-year gap. That 7-year gap is an issue. The 7 years
Different
alone.
generation.
The 7 years alone is a
It's
big
heavy.
difference in everything. Even in our upbringing, my girl. Put it like this.
Yes.
Put it like this. I was grown, right? Before people could walk around with phones.
Mm-hmm.
You had to be home.
I was grown before niggas had cell phones. Like we had beepers and shit. Like niggas me important beepers. Some niggas that was balling like crazy had a cell phone.
I was
Right?
like, we had the great
So,
flip up.
Yeah, I had
joint
the
back
great
then.
flip up.
When my girl talks about life and she says, she's like, I remember when I got my first phone. She was a school kid with a phone. Her upbringing is different.
Childhood is
her
different.
growing up with social media, the attention to gadgets. You know how kids grow up and you like Porter was me and Porter was talking the other day and he like, yo, my son got to have a tablet in
They
front of him.
become dependent.
They love
Yeah.
like a screen glowing on their face is almost how you imagine them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just those differences in a 7-year gap, and then I seen people that got the 15-year gap. I could only imagine a 20-year gap how that would be, because sometimes if I'm just around people that are 20 years old and I see how it's almost like we speak a different
Different language.
language.
Bro, we're talking
Nah, that's
about
real.
now
Yeah, I
we're
mean,
talking
that's real.
about a 35-year gap. Like I
Nah,
don't
that's
even
real.
see what you
But-
got.
but-
What can you talk about?
That's why
I know
I'm-
me. I think the youngest I've dated was probably like 24, 25, when I was like, not too long ago, probably like 37, 38, something like that. And no bullshit. What really like made it possible was that she had like a great head on her shoulder. Like as far as like maturity level, as far as conversation went. Like she knew exactly what she was doing. You know what I mean? Like I used to be on her like, yo, like, I don't even know if I really want to be out, because she had like a younger look to her. She looked younger than 24, right? And I even like, yo, like I feel awkward, like even going out to dinner, but it's what she wanted. You know what I mean? And she was, you know, stern in her spot and thorough, like.
Yeah, sometimes I don't think it's about.
Joint.
Sometimes I don't think the generation gap is just about maturity. The person could be mature.
Can be mature.
We're just from different
worlds.
times. Yeah, yeah.
Do you think that because the guy, the young boy lives with the mom, do you think that there is a possibility that they could really be in love?
Yeah, so I don't doubt that. But I also could look at it like young boy is just moving through life doing what he doing. And my concern if I'm dude, because we're asking the question to find out why dude might feel the way he feel.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Do you want your mom getting skated on when she turns? How old is she?
She 60. He says she like 60.
Yeah, she like 60.
So when she turns 70, she gets skated on because finally bull bags the chick that's his age or younger, and it's more of a like, damn, I mean, bull, because he could legitly say, you're on your way out. Realistically, no, we're talking about life.
See you at the crossroads.
We're talking about realistically, and he's like, I want to prepare for my life. And in order for me to prepare for a life with somebody long term, I have to date somebody my age. There can't be a long term life thing with somebody that's going to be of a certain age. So if he did that even respectfully, in 10 years, you could feel like, damn, my mom going out, you know what I'm saying? When Bull's skating off now, when my mom probably might need him the most, you know what I'm saying?
And I just can't imagine, like, a nigga in his 20s got a lot of energy. So I just can't imagine a nigga in his 20s baking my mom cheeks, like her wrinkled cheeks. Yeah, like banging it out like crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'd be killing her, bro.
I'm telling you, they got issues. In this case, it's not even mommy issues; it's grandma issues.
Yeah, like for real, man. Like
you told me I couldn't play Nintendo downstairs on the big TV.
Like baking her, like she got arthritis.
But
she can't even fuck her doggy style. She got arthritis on her knees.
She can
all
throw a
types
hip.
of shit.
But you know, in those situations where like if an older person got left, like, see, you gotta understand it. Life is what you make it.
Yeah, she probably enjoyed those 10 years with young boy, right?
I mean, whether she enjoyed them or not, right? If the nigga get up and ready to go, when you sign up for that type shit, you gotta be really, really ready for that. You gotta be with any outcome.
But mom, can we respect
you know
mom?
what I mean? Like, and I think as an older man or older woman, either party should know that. Cause I know if I got older, right? Let's say I'm still single like I am now, right? Because it looks like it's headed that way. But I'm just saying, like, if I got older, right? And, you know, whatever, I'm dating some younger females and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like
come with the territory.
If a younger female don't never want to settle down with me or some shit like that, if that's what I wanted to do with one of them or whatever, you gotta eat that, man. You gotta.
You won't have to.
You don't have no choice.
No. I mean, you don't have no choice but to eat it. But that doesn't mean that the young man's not going to be concerned about it, because once again, he watched that dude grow. In some form, he's not friends with that dude, but it's like, I know him. I watched him grow up. I look at him like the same way my mom put me on punishment. She could have put him on punishment. We was together. You know what I'm saying?
But do you not respect his mom, how she handling it, right? She know that that's going to be offensive to her son. So when he come home from school, yo, young boy, you got to get the fuck out. My son coming home. Like, I think bare minimum mom is showing that.
Oh, she doing that?
That's what he said. He said she's not there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's his homie or cousin or somebody.
But when you're in love with somebody, you shouldn't have to hide them. So if anything,
so you think
that's the mom acknowledging that there is a fucking problem.
That's where I'm at with
the situation.
That's where I'm at.
So you would like
being
it better.
respectful
So
of her
you would
daughter?
like it better if both them niggas was in the living room playing Call of Duty.
I think that
Yes, you're actually porting it. No, it's her saying, There's nothing wrong with this.
Yes.
And this is my guy, and when you gonna have to respect that.
Yes.
Then to say, yo, I'm gonna put this toy away right now.
She gotta put the toy away because the son is talking about fucking him up now. So she may know her son to a certain degree.
Let me tell you something. No disrespect to you, my guy, but he sent in a letter to the Talkheavy podcast. He wasn't gonna fuck nobody up. I'm just saying, no, he wasn't.
Dad said, yo, what, no smoke.
Because one, you don't want smoke because the guy didn't do anything that will warrant violence.
That's
we gotta be careful when we talk about acts of violence on other people because you don't always get the result that you want out of it.
That's a fact.
You're gonna beat the dude up for him doing nothing and he fuck around and shoot
Whoop
you.
your ass or anything. Yeah.
Man. People could die behind this and it's just really not worth it. So I think right now you're asking other people for advice and that's as far as it should go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
Or he could fuck your mom harder.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But I mean, I don't see no issue.
I don't spank your mom's ass.
I mean, I think anything that his mom likes, I think if the other kid is doing it, then so be it. Because, again, to me, like, you supposed to help your elders.
I don't think I care.
You're stuck
No, for
on
real.
this fact
If
that
you
the
see an
elders
old-
need love too. And
No.
I understand it, but I don't think you're
No,
thinking
I
this
also
through.
think this with Porter. Wait a minute. So this is what I gotta ask Porter. And Porter's gonna answer it to the best of his ability. Hold on.
Porter's about to start a service called Porter's Pleasures for the elderly.
To a senior home near you.
No, listen.
Bad idea.
Listen. Porter Pleasures. Listen. So you've reached a level of maturity and honing into your own life.
Horny?
Honing into Porter pretty much is like, I got other shit going on. I'm not worried about what other people is doing. Even his mom, like, as long as she good, I ain't worried about it. Do you think at 19 you would have felt the same way if you was 19 and Raheem from around the corner that's 19? Because that's what the
That's what's
situation
happening
he's
here,
in. As a
yeah.
mature grown man, you like, man, at the end of the day, my mom doing this, I'm grown, I moved on and did this. But he 19, he went to school hearing rumors while he at school, homesick, away from home, and he come home and it's like,
That
so
his classmate.
you fucking Raheem and him?
Let alone if he put on a gram. He put his mom on a gram.
Oh my God.
Somebody gotta die.
Because they're living together, so you know they're at that point.
At that similar age thing, I get it. It's very difficult. It would be crazy difficult.
That would be crazy.
I could never even look at none of
It's
my
a
homies'
maturity
moms
thing.
like that.
It's a maturity thing too. Because in life you have to reach a certain age to reach a certain level of maturity. So I'll tell you a story. In life, you know, when we were kids, right? Slice used to call his dick Life. Right, his dick's name was Life.
No, my
and when
dick
when we were growing up,
Hold on,
when we
what?
were growing up, right, I never could understand why he would call his dick Life.
Let me hear
Right,
this.
it took for me to reach a certain level of maturity to first to understand.
What are you gonna
that-
say, life is short?
No, life is short.
Thanks, Dad. I knew he had to be going somewhere.
So
That nigga crazy.
I always know when GB's about to say some shit because he
I was where I
gets
couldn't put that
his
shit together. I was thinking hard as shit. Where the fuck is he
I didn't know where he was going.
He gonna name his dick South Beach and name this shit short.
He was talking about that shit like, what the fuck?
No,
First
come
of all,
on,
it was Bruce Banner when I named my dick, and that's a whole other story.
Oh, this nigga.
no, my dick is not named South Beach because my water ain't clear.
Oh my God.
No, this nigga.
Yo, what is y'all gonna tell this guy?
Yeah,
Thank you, Porter. Let's help him.
Listen, Porter, we already know Porter at 19 is not going to go about this the same way.
Right.
No way. I don't care what he say. Porter at 19.
I'm gonna shoot somebody in the ass.
Resulting in violence.
So what we saying is, so now you can understand young boy how he like, dog, all I did was go to college. I came back, my world upside down. Why is man hitting my
That would
mom?
be
Like,
crazy.
I don't understand what's going
Porter,
on.
you know that if you came home and you seen your mom fucking with some niggas you know, went to
Off
school
Thurman
with,
Street.
yeah, you know you gonna be looking through the crib for the work. You know niggas got bricks in the basement. You know it's something that these niggas, you gotta check to see who your mom beneficiaries is, if niggas got life insurance policies.
Yeah, all
you
types.
gotta,
That's stuff that
you
niggas would
gotta-
definitely worry about too.
That's
It's like,
definitely
damn,
shit
is
niggas
you
to
leaving
worry about.
bread? Yeah, that's scary. Yo, and I do think that it will work the same way. If I had a daughter and then all of a sudden a girl, a 19-year-old girl my daughter's age, and now I'm fucking 60 something, my daughter probably would be like, yo, what you want when my dad is? You trying to, what do you?
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I wanted to ask Monica.
I think
Does she
so.
feel like that?
I think so.
Would you feel like that?
I think it's easy to be a manipulator, especially with like the new age guys, especially like 19. They come up with like, because back in her day, she's probably like, you know, love is love. And when someone loves you, they're showing me this. But nowadays, you got people like GB or something like that. They're showing you like, they're manipulating you. So like, I can love you, but this
So people your mom age is from the real time when people was real.
Right.
And a lot of these new people is so much faker.
Mm-hmm.
It's a scary.
Like GB.
You know what I mean?
Thanks,
What?
Monica.
Yeah, but that's crazy that she threw GB all the way.
I didn't
underneath
mean
the bus.
fake. GB's not fake.
No, he's
He's
definitely not
just,
fake. He
he
just-
knows the game.
Thank you. I like how that sound. I like how that sound.
Do you think? I know
I think
you
she's being
mentioned
manipulated.
something earlier that I kind of like wanted to tap into. It's a little off topic, but I just wanted to tap in because we was there. But you mentioned something about people we went to school with and shit like that, or you might have dated when you was young and like older, and they like not looking like what they once looked like, right? And I just wanted to ask, did you ever see any of the people that like that you wanted to fuck and they didn't fuck you?
And they look bad
like,
now?
And they look like they just not in the best of
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
make
no,
sure
no.
I follow all of those people.
All of them.
I follow
All
I
of them.
purposely follow all of those people because I just want them to see that my life is dope and I do dope shit.
What is so funny?
No, shout outs Diamonds. The
this
girls
is-
that I like in Diamonds still look good.
No,
I can't even front.
It's like
Shout outs y'all at Diamonds. Y'all some
I'm
good
so
looking women.
terrible, bro, that it's years back. A joint from school that I definitely was on her top still remain bad. Like still. Like look probably
That's
better than school, right? And I still didn't let her get this dick. Just off the strength.
You ain't
like,
give it to
nah,
me then. Like,
you ain't
nah.
want it back then.
Nah.
You ain't getting it, yo.
I
So
respect you.
petty.
Yeah,
I respect you.
she
Nah, I
came.
respect
She
you.
came to this building, cooked me meals, all that type of shit. Came right
you
to
ain't
where we
fuck?
were.
No,
No, I
fuck
said,
her.
yo, I was going to, and then I thought about it. Like, hold on, why would I want her to be like, I could have fucked him in 9/7. Fuck him now.
Fucking man.
And I got fuck him
Yeah,
in 2010.
nah, I was
born
It
in 97.
It was like,
Now he's born 9/7.
that's crazy. Look,
See my point exactly.
Look,
My
and then-
son was born in 97. You understand
And
what I'm
look,
saying?
and nine-
That's a crazy year. That was a crazy year.
Yeah, 9/7
I
was
think
what?
A crazy year.
I don't even know how old are you. That's how many years have it been since?
I'm gonna be 24 on the 21st.
Yeah, Monica ain't even ever been titty fucked. She like
yeah.
a, she
I'm gonna be 24 on the 21st.
Yo, you saw how he tried to see it. She'll be like, yes, I did.
I'm learning.
Monica, one thing
I'm
about
beat it. I'm
Yo,
23 on the 21st.
Yo,
thing about
Monica, like,
Monica-
no, I got sharp, nigga. I'm not.
Monica copped the fifth a lot. She be over here like
She pleading the fifth.
she cops the fifth a lot. She'll shut up. She know how to
Let's give him
shut
some
up.
advice, man. Give him the final advice, man. Porter said, man, mind your fucking business. Let your mom be happy, right?
To a certain extent, only to a certain extent, because this is dude, like they like the same age. They went to high school together. I guess it's a little bit different, but yeah, I definitely would say deal with it with your mom though. It ain't with the bull. It ain't with the bull. The young
I mean, you
bull.
do know he fucking raw, right? You fucking your mom raw.
As
You
long
know
as
that,
he
right?
ain't raping her, it
Beat
ain't
him the
him.
fuck up.
It ain't. I don't give a fuck if he's fucking double raw. He's not raping her.
I think he got to try fuck
She
more
wants to
moms.
get fucked.
That's the
What's
only
a
way to
double
get even.
raw?
I guess that's when you cream pie her.
You ever
I don't know
had
what
one of your
double-
boys' mom try to bone you?
One of my boys, mom.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
That's weird.
Yes.
No.
Well, you know how when you younger you think that though you ain't really sure.
No,
But you be,
so-
but
no.
you be like in
Yeah,
your
we're
imagination.
younger.
Our boy's mom, our boy's mom, like literally was like, "What's up, Dad?" Like, our boy.
I'm trying to think.
One of my good friends went to prom with this guy, and then later on, his dad tried to like
Yeah.
bag.
Dad's trying to do that shit.
Like you watch your son take this girl to prom, and then you're just gonna try and bag her like a couple of years later.
And my issues could come from being molested though too, because that's probably why I got the age shit going on with me.
This shit getting funky out here, man.
Yeah,
I gotta hurry up and go ahead
What'd you
and
say?
tie the knot.
I was molested.
Yeah, I'm out the
Yeah.
game.
Like,
How old was
seriously?
How
Yeah,
old
out
was
the
the
game
boy?
soon.
How old
I'm
was
out
the
the
boy?
game. I'm out the game.
I'm getting out the game soon
This
too.
boy crazy. He trying
I don't know if we're serious.
I
or
wasn't in
not.
Atlanta that long, nigga.
I mean, dog, you wouldn't have been able to help me. You was a kid.
Nah.
What happened?
Who was a kid?
When GB got molested, it's cool. All right, let's move.
by,
just say, man-
by a
A man.
fairly
That's
large
why I
woman.
Listen,
fight.
That's
BBW.
that's why he has this thing where he's the BBW hater.
Yeah, because she made me suck her titties and it
past
fucked me
trauma.
up.
Man, yeah. I say go after that boy mom. That's the only way to make it even. You gotta smash some old cheeks. Seriously, now I know y'all think I'll be playing too much, but dead ass, there's nothing else you could do that's gonna make it even than smash his mom and see how he feel.
I think if he do this is stupid. I do think
Mom for mom.
if he smashed his mom, he would feel less like he don't care.
That's all I'm saying.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think he would feel like I did it too.
That's how I feel.
You would fuck his mom?
Fuck yeah.
I
Somebody
just come
fuck
to
my
the
mom.
conclusion
Listen,
that you would just think
I'm
you're
lost.
thinking anything.
No, what I'm saying is,
A 60-year-old,
No.
a 16-year-old, like
first of
what
all,
is it?
I don't fuck no senior citizens. You know that ain't my thing. But I'm telling you this: a young boy fuck my mom who I grew up with. Yeah, I don't know what else to do to him. Like, when I beat him the fuck up, I'm not gonna beat him the fuck up. I'm just gonna try to fuck
I
his
think
mom.
you guys need therapy. I think everybody needs therapy.
I think what if the thing is if you fuck his mom, he probably gonna fuck you up. Cause you did it really
I don't give a fuck.
ungenuine.
Well, then that's the original fight that I wanted anyway.
Well, that's a
Isn't that like bad for you though? Because
What?
you had to fuck an older person just to get into a fight.
I don't
with
want no old pussy. I've never seen gray hair on a pussy.
No, I
Yeah.
hear it. I hear it's there though.
I don't know if it exists.
And Kyle,
But
I
I
don't
don't
mind-
want to see it.
I
I don't
don't
want to see
mind
it.
dating like an older John. She just gonna have to be like lively. Like we still gotta like. It ain't even about sex, but I don't know. Then
It's
again,
only about
You wouldn't mind dating. I mean, you wouldn't mind being involved with someone. How old?
I don't know because I be lying to myself. I'm sitting here talking like I want like an active person, knowing I be in the fucking house. I don't come out the house. She gonna
Which
be
is
like,
perfect for a
could
senior
you see
citizen.
any circumstances where you would date a woman that's 62 years old?
never worry.
Right now.
Good Lord, Porta.
possibly.
For real?
If she looked like the John, remember? Did I send you the picture of the John that went kind of like viral?
Oh yeah. I know
She
you're
just
talking
liked my comment. No.
about. Trying to fuck out there.
No. She liked my comment.
Dad, as a friend of Porta, I need you to help him.
She liked my comment on her page.
said,
Yo,
really?
she's
Can I-
fire.
what if you
Look,
fuck?
look, here
if
she go,
you
look.
fuck the shit out of
Look,
old
she liked my
person,
comment.
and
Look, there she go.
Oh, yeah.
Fire. Look, she like 50 something.
No, she
You
fired.
think I
Though.
won't date her right now? You
She
shitting
fired.
me? You shitting me?
I wouldn't
Let
fuck
me
her
see.
up.
Turn it.
No,
You
she hot
shitting
though.
me?
That bitch look like Sojourner Truth.
I'm about to
She
go
hot,
to
though.
ATL.
No, she hot. I'm just.
I'm about to
No,
go
she
to
hot.
ATL. She got them grays in her hair. I got the grays in my
But-
beard.
but-
We can
but-
make it.
That is the pretty lady.
We can
But
go in and have a
Porter,
whole
but
little
Porter,
platinum
that-
baby.
If you
She look young.
if you fuck an older woman, say in they 60s,
Monica like no, but Monica 20 something.
and you
Oh,
and
she
you,
is pretty for her age.
and you
Right.
kill
You
her
know
though.
I like nice things.
Yeah, if you kill,
if you fuck an older woman and you kill her
going to
though,
jail.
fucking her, is that a case?
yes, homicide.
Yes.
Is that a
Porta,
homie?
she liked your comment, but she replied to everybody else's.
She's a bad Porter.
I'm telling you,
Even at
that's a bad
65,
sign.
she's a fucking thot.
It's not a
She
bad
knows she
sign.
hot.
It is a bad sign because I do that. If I don't want to comment to somebody back,
That's
I'm
what
gonna just
you
like the
do.
thing.
Don't you know girls been playing hard to get since the 60s?
She's replying.
y'all do that to the nigga you really want to hammer. Y'all do
Look,
that to the
this
one.
is whose comment she's replying to.
Oh yeah, Cleotis.
That's because he like a
Put Cleotis on the fucking screen.
Listen,
That nigga got 401k.
he's a celebrity nigga.
This the Rat on Niggas podcast.
Who is that? Who is this guy?
Yo,
He said, "Who is this guy?"
we
Who
just-
is this guy? I've seen him on.
This
we've
killed
been
his
on this
dream.
first half way too
killed
long.
his
He's
dream.
verified. That's what he is.
That's it. Verified. Then he got a blue
fuck.
check
That's what
Porter.
she cares
She gonna
about.
fuck it. Yo, we gotta get out of here, man. That's the end of the first half. Porter, man, you'll get another day. That's the end.
What's good, Talkheavy family? The second half of this episode, man, me and Slice, we gonna push the envelope a little bit, man. Porter Ridge, Dev, and Monica, they have no idea that they're about to kind of be guinea pigs for our mentorship program. This second half is gonna be shown to a group of youth as a means to empower our black leaders. I just want y'all to watch the passion in the eyes of Devin Nasty. We about to get under his skin. Welcome to the second half of
The Talkheavy Podcast. Hey, listen, we back. Second half, right? I want to get right into it. So me and G, a few months ago, we was on this podcast called UrbanLife.tv, right?
Right.
A controversial topic came up, and now I'm getting I don't know if they just started seeing it, but I'm getting a lot of backlash based off some things that me and G both said. So basically, they're trying to ban us both, right? It started off because they asked in today's time, how would the young people view Dr. Martin Luther King?
They would, and I said that Martin, if you're going by today's perspective, Martin Luther King is a bitch ass nigga.
right? No. So that started, right? And you know, my point was, I told him Martin Luther King had the most courage. Most niggas, if they beefing with somebody in their neighborhood, they won't come outside the house.
Facts.
The whole world wanted to kill Dr. King, and he was outside like, what up, though?
I think he a bitch ass nigga.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you.
Definitely not.
No, I'm gonna tell you why he definitely not.
Definitely
So,
not.
100%. Because in that time period, right, niggas is talking from a more comfortable standpoint. You're in a time period where you could walk down the street, not get lynched, and all of this shit. Your rights are more, you might not have true equal rights, but you're definitely closer than what they was before. The penalty for the physical fight back in the day, it wouldn't have, you would have lost. It was an unintelligent battle at that time period to do it in the way that niggas think they would have did it, and niggas ain't doing nothing now. We don't watch mad videos of black people getting killed right now in HD. Nobody at this table ain't shot one cop, fought one cop behind it. Ain't none of the cops that did any of this shit been killed. They're all alive, every last one of them. Fucking the dude selling fucking the gun that he killed Trayvon Martin with, and got it from historic museum purposes. Not one street nigga, no political, no one harmed these people. So no one can say that they was gonna do things in a different way than Martin Luther King did, because it's shit happening right now while you got more leeway to do it, and you're still not doing
Hold on, you don't think Dr.
nothing.
King was dumb in the way he handled it? And let me break it down why I think his methods was stupid, right? In so many ways. It's a difference if we're coming out here and we're gonna be nonviolent. But if I tell Porter, yo, I'm not going to do anything back to you, he's going to punch me in the head multiple times. This is the reason why the white lady stabbed Dr. King, because he's going around here telling everybody, hey, I ain't going to do nothing to you.
Shit.
But imagine if that white woman thought, this black man's going to beat me the fuck up if I try it.
If I sucker punch him, he could sucker punch me.
fucking hurt me.
I'm real quick. I gotta get this.
So that guy, I'm going to let you go. So in so
but
many,
then we're going to tell you why we saying what we saying.
I know, and I get it too. Trust me.
In so many ways.
Let me get in there.
I pre-told you that you could do whatever the fuck you want to me physically, and I'm not going to do
Before
nothing
you start that, so this is an argument, right? Like this whole argument stems from, so basically what we're doing right now, we're playing devil's advocate, right? Because we mentors to a lot of younger people, right? So what we're doing is we're creating the narrative that they're looking through it through millennial eyes, right? When they watch the police punching niggas in the face and sicking dogs on them and beating them, this is the way that they view it. So we pose the question that way, to kind of play devil's advocate.
Yeah,
So,
go ahead. You want to?
Yeah, because this is so important. The people are afraid of police now.
Absolutely.
Every street nigga that you know that talk about all this shit, they bust their gun, they do this and do that, even in the songs, whatever it is. I run when the police come. That's the bars. When the cops come, I'ma bust this gun until them sirens ring out, and now I'm out. The police were way more to fear for black people in fucking 1960, nigga. The way, the fact that they could do shit right there, that didn't matter about a cell phone. It didn't matter about, you didn't really have no human rights yet. You didn't have anything. They literally could just do anything to you. They get you lynched. They take a picture with the whole neighborhood. Like, it's a whole different.
And they're gonna watch the white lady punch you in the face.
But also the reason why he did what he did was this. Every day we watch all this shit go on in the Middle East, all kind of things like that, right? And we're taught that these wars and things that we see, these people are just savages out there. They never play the role that Westerners, how we infiltrate people's land, walk on, like what we really do when we're in those places, right? We always make it look like those people are the aggressors. If niggas would have just fought back only, the way it would have been presented to the world was just these niggas is fighting. They didn't know. He had to make it a known thing. I just need the world to know I'm not hitting back. They're only ones punching. I need that to be the billboard. So people all over the world can say, yo, the whole thing about this is this dude will not punch back. The only people throwing punches is these people. You can't even say, oh, like we said, over in them countries, they've been fighting them wars forever. Imagine if one side was like, we don't pick up no guns.
That's stupidity.
But
Let me tell you why. Because in them other countries, Dev, when the shit is on the line, they'll go to war with a rock versus a fucking tank. They're undermanned. They're under weapon.
And guess what? They go to war with the tank, and the average American nigga over there just thinks those people is just animals over there fighting a little war. Oh, fuck them.
But that's the facts and the truth.
But what I'm saying, that's why niggas be like, man, bring them troops home. Fuck them people. Let them people. We don't care if Israel is taking shit from Muslims or Muslims is taking shit from Israel. Man, let them do that. We don't give a fuck. He was trying to make the world say, yo, well, do we gotta come and get involved? What's happening over here where these people are getting treated like this?
Part two of this argument.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
All right,
so-
Part two. Go ahead.
Porter. Go ahead, Porter.
Yeah. I wanted to drop my spill because y'all.
You're gonna definitely like this second part.
All right. I just want to say, me personally, like, you can't nobody never talk like that about Martin Luther King, man. Like, Dev made a lot of great points. It was a different time period where, like, a lot more was happening to, like, people of color. A lot of more fucked up shit. They could get off way more shit, right? And for real, I think if Martin Luther King would have went about it in a different way, I don't think we would have had him as long as we had him, right? Me personally, in my opinion, right? I think most of, like, a lot of what Dev was saying, just I think to me, to have the courage to keep going back out here when you're going through this shit, when you're going through this type of oppression, right? And we could sit here and say, okay, Martin Luther King, somebody could say, oh, he was a bitch or he was this for that. But think about it. All young niggas was still around then. You had young niggas around then. You had a whole bunch of other people, a bunch of colored people from all over the motherfucking globe who wasn't doing nothing. You had Martin Luther King, right? And when you think about other heroes and other activists and civil rights motherfuckers who was doing shit, like, there's a few, but we can't say like everybody was on it. You had like the Black Panthers, you know, whenever they came about and did what they did. You had other motherfuckers that might have sung about the oppression. They became heroes through how they did that. They sung about it, right? They ain't get on the front line.
Everybody had their part to play.
But Martin Luther King was on the front line every time. And I think it takes a lot of discipline and fucking, like, just tenacity, man, and courage to have all that shit done to you and still say, no, I'm gonna leave because I'm asking for peace. His thing was,
and that was his protest.
He turned the other cheek.
Two things before you go. Two things. My belief is, and this is just my belief. My belief is that had he swung back and had he, like, not practiced nonviolence, he would actually still be alive, because they wouldn't have had to kill him. They would have destroyed his credibility because he fought back, and they wouldn't have needed to kill him. They would have killed his cause.
And
They would have been able to kill his cause. They wouldn't have needed to kill him.
All right, before I get into
So then he would have lived.
No.
Guess what? He would have lived, right? Like the other niggas that was around him. You know, when you see some of these niggas that's around right now, right? Like Jesse and Jackson and everything like that. What no disrespect. Please, no disrespect to anybody that contributed to history and did more than me. But look at what their name is and what his name is. Rest assured, without him busting the moves that he made, you wouldn't be in the position, right, to even speak your opinion
right now.
Hold on. To even speak your motherfucking opinion.
It wouldn't be no Talkheavy podcast.
So niggas always say, man, I couldn't have been no slave, nigga. I wish a nigga would have did this. Man, if you was born watching people get whipped, feet chopped off, babies getting stomped, fresh born. Hold on. If you was born under that, because you're born under oppression right now, and ain't doing shit about it. You ain't did nothing to our oppressors.
I agree.
Right now.
I agree, but I think that's the fucking problem. The problem is everybody, you could get hung and lynched and all this shit. That's why slavery went for 500 years. You got fucking 100 people on a plantation and 2 masters. Nobody did shit. You can't tell me the right approach all the time is nonviolence and doing it the right way because we could get killed. There's a time to die.
No.
There's a time to die. I'm not saying
No. I get that.
But he would have died. All them times
He would have died
Some things in this world is worth dying for.
Dog, things have to work.
But he was willing to die.
It's one thing if you want to argue what was done in segregation, right? Because niggas, to be honest, lost when desegregation happened. Because it was like, oh, we could go and eat in their restaurants, but they don't want to come and eat in ours. So now the commerce is we spend our dollar over there where they really don't want us at, and they don't spend their dollar back. Hold on, this way. This is important, right? We're talking about if black people concentrated afterwards on we're going to buy from ourselves, we're going to make our own malls, we're going to do all of that. But the part where he messed up wasn't the nonviolent part. They got to that part. It was the business part. It was the trade part where that made things actually not work out, or else everybody would probably be. Is there doctors in your neighborhood? Is there doctors in your neighborhood?
Not many.
In your neighborhood.
Did they not bomb Black Wall Street? It doesn't fucking matter. If we spend our own dollar and build the best economy ever, the white man would have blew this shit the fuck up.
What happened is it would have always been an attempt. But just like everything else, there would have always been a rise back and that leveled it up each time. So we definitely can't say that. People could have been saying, man, we do it with every fucking thing. It's not just about black and white. What niggas rap about? Riding around in a foreign. You don't say riding around in a domestic, even though that's something that's made in your country.
Right.
Niggas always want to go somewhere else, whether it's Americans want to be like, oh, I went to France and I drive a German car. And it was the same way when niggas wanted to be like, I want to eat on that side of the road. No matter what, even if they don't want me over there, I want to eat over there. That's more of the problem than the part where he turned his cheek. He fought the smart battle to keep it 100. And a lot of us hot-headed people, man, that would have just wanted to fight and everything like that. I can't say, yeah, I'm a hot-headed nigga that like to fight, right? But I can't say who I would have been back then because my upbringing was in a time where I could fight.
What about now? What about now? My I'm trying to piggyback on something you said before I lose my train of thought. In today's time and in today's climate, right? If I shoot you in the head and I kill you, I'm going to do 20 years, right? So what I don't understand is if I'm willing to throw my life away that way, why wouldn't I shoot a cop that I seen oppress somebody?
Because they pussy. That's
because
what
I'm
we
going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the same thing.
But this is what we try to explain to you that it's a shame, and this is why no street nigga. No young nigga.
Why wouldn't I blow Zimmerman's head off?
No, none of them niggas should be fixing their face to disrespect somebody like Martin Luther King, though. And that's what we trying to say. Because Martin Luther King actually died in fucking war.
And Malcolm X ain't bust his gun either.
Martin Luther King died in fucking war.
Okay,
you know how many fucking protests and how many fucking meetings and marches.
We still marching and singing every fucking month.
That sounds good.
Wait,
that sounds good, but nobody.
Recently, you had an issue. Right? You had an issue based on something that happened. Everybody got to be on high alert. Yo, this could happen. You know what I mean? I got to have my burner with me. When you walk outside, you got to be like, yo, let me see what's going on. His body's dropping. I got a situation. Nigga, you know what it's like being Martin Luther fucking King? For that nigga to walk outside had to be breathed in a month. Like to think, I
100% agree.
I have an unimaginable amount of people that want me dead from everywhere. Niggas is getting sniped. They sniping niggas on TV. You don't even get to fucking see your killer necessarily. You're just JFK riding around in a car.
They killed JFK.
He also had an army with him.
People gotta understand the man's main cause. If it was motherfucking war, it would have been war. His shit wasn't war. His shit was peace, equality for everybody. We got to fix this shit. And I get what you're saying. It's hard to take because you being sprayed with fucking water hose in the process. You being fucking dog sicked on you. But Martin Luther King at the same time understood that we come from even more fucked up shit than this. Right?
So let's talk about today. Do they give a fuck if you march?
Yeah, hold on, wait. I just don't. We can't. When we trying to.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you what they do give a fuck about. I'm gonna tell you what they do give a fuck about.
I know what they give a fuck about.
And it's not. It ain't violence.
It's money.
It ain't no motherfucking violence. Cause you talk like we could like really like have like a motherfucking war, and really we don't even have motherfucking color people can't even get a fucking gun permit to fucking carry.
But we
and
all got guns.
But that's most of us. Most of it. And a lot of us will go to jail.
Man,
for
the
them shits.
government got grenades.
It's a difference.
Man, most niggas don't even know how to fucking grow a plant or fucking fish or hunt. When the grocery store shut down, how niggas gonna fucking eat? Niggas don't know how to do nothing.
So what's the plan?
If this shit, no. Niggas don't know how to do nothing.
That's right.
If this shit really can't, so you ask niggas, yo, do you know how to fish? Can you farm? No. You ask them white people, bro. They fucking daughter will shoot you in the head from 200 yards away off the fucking roof. This is just how they grow up.
Fact.
So sometimes I think that people don't even know what type of smoke they even asking for when we talk about certain topics. I'm not telling people not to be on no bitch shit. We talking about living reality and have a smart plan with anything that you're doing. And this dude's plan worked to a certain degree. Is it perfect? No. But neither was the problem of the landscape that the man was born into. Nothing was perfect. He said, I'm going to do something.
To be honest, his shit worked because what they fear the most is motherfucking unity. What they fear the most is real motherfucking unity. And what I mean is people really coming together and really in movement together, in sync together. Because when motherfuckers stop spending their money and shit like that, all that shit matters, right?
I think whatever he did, someone's always gonna have something to say about it. So whether he would have fought back, you guys would have been like, "That's what he got. That's why he died."
And not only
because he fought back.
Not only that, but just to add, just to the end of this, I just want to add this in there because this is something that I've heard, and I believe that it's out there, and other people probably can attest to it and pull some shit up. But to my knowledge, they said that the main reason why they really killed him when they killed him for real. Is because they said Martin Luther King had another I think his next supposedly speech that was coming up or something like that. So, wasn't his norm. No.
They
said he was starting to get
What happened was he said that I fear that I have led. It could be slightly misquoted. I fear that I have led my people into a burning building or something like that. And what that had to do with was the fact of the desegregation part, where he realized, yo, we want to go over there, but they don't want to come here. So yeah, now we can eat there. We can buy something from them. They still are not trading with us. And now you don't, because you could go to the white doctor, you don't go to the black doctor no more. So now there's no black doctor in the neighborhood. If everything of value leaves the neighborhood, because now you can move over there. So now this leads to today. Today, you say, the heroes I had was the dope boy, because he had the Benz. Because you didn't have Dr. Johnson on the street with the Benz too.
That's right.
You didn't have the other dude that owned the restaurant on the Benz, because everybody gets their money and moves to the nicer neighborhood before. I'm talking about before it became the bullet-ridden hood that it is now. Right. Now everybody, we get some money, we like, man, I got to get out of here. It's bullets flying. I'm talking about before that happened, when it was just like, I can't wait to move to Compton, when Compton was white. You feel what I'm saying?
So what you gotta understand is, right, it's the second part of this argument, right? So what y'all gotta understand is, in school, right, and especially in a lot of the colored schools, they don't teach, this argument that we having right now is answering a lot of questions to a lot of to a lot of young people, to a lot of young millennials who don't learn this in school.
Right, they don't know the real story.
They don't know the story. So from a millennial standpoint, he's portrayed as weak. He's portrayed as a weak man. It's a second part to this argument. From a millennial standpoint, right? What did they say? Malcolm X didn't bust his gun. All he did was take pictures for the gram. All he did was stood in the window with the K. He never bust his gun, and somebody had to take the picture while he posed. So from a millennial standpoint, it's like
faking.
He pump faking. What did he really do? So these is the arguments that when you got young people that's coming up right now, because you don't learn about Malcolm X in school.
Ever.
You don't learn about Martin Luther King in school. When you go to world history, these are not things that you learn, right? So what was being portrayed now from a lot of our black leaders is that they were weak. They don't ever put into context the climate that's around them.
Well, this is my thing, though.
I just feel like weak, and not to cut you off real quick, but weak is like just a bad word.
It's a horrible word.
It's a horrible word to use because honestly, like we could talk about all this tough shit, all this violent shit, who would have got violent, this and that. But to be honest, the motherfucking most powerful weapon we possess is the mind. And motherfucking Martin Luther King and Malcolm X was masters of the mind.
May I interrupt you? And this is from my ignorant point of view.
Go ahead.
If Martin Luther King went the violent route, he would have caught a bullet in his head, right? Martin Luther King went the peaceful route. He caught a bullet in his head. It was no difference, bro. We
got a lot of shit done.
No. You didn't listen to what he just said.
No,
bro.
I understand what he's saying.
He got a lot of shit done way before he caught a bullet
in his head when he started to turn up.
He was going to catch that bullet regardless.
No, that's not true.
Listen, he got stabbed. He got attempted murder like plenty of times.
That didn't mean, no, that doesn't mean that because that's why some of them other people that was marching with him was still here. That's not necessary.
Did they not try to attempt this? Did they not try to assassinate him? They tried to kill him. So they've been trying to kill him even when he was at his most peaceful point.
They tried to kill a lot of people. Hold on, wait.
He probably doesn't want to be seen as violent.
Why do you think he was so much of a target?
Because he was a threat.
Because he was a threat. I understand that. I said Martin Luther King's not a coward. I argued that battle. I'm not debating that.
So Slice, let me ask you this. You got a daughter?
Yes, I do.
What you give a fuck more about? Your or you give a fuck about a different cause that you got? What's a cause?
It's probably my child.
So name me one cause that you have that's higher than your daughter.
I don't have one. That's hard.
Does Martin Luther King have a family?
Yes.
Right? But he still, put his life in way more danger not to return to his family because he still has to accept
and put them in danger.
Yeah. Part of the world that he's in. Like, I'm fighting the cause for my people, but I also have my own gift that Porter says from God to live, which is my life. I got my children. I got my wife that I want to go home to. And I'm doing both things. And I think a lot of people got to consider that these people were not just like some robots, that sacrificial lambs. What he did more with his free time, if you want to call it that, he could have just been like, I'm going to tuck my head and chill
and
or quit while I'm ahead. He could have did a lot of shit, man. People got their own life, and when a person risks, you can't watch. It's like when a nigga donate money and you be like, he donated $1 million, but he could have donated 5.
Yeah.
It's like, hold on, who the fuck can tell a nigga how much more he's supposed to risk his life than what he already fucking did? That don't make sense. And we talk about preservation, right? If niggas that think like that is the same niggas that think that I should just go up the street and shoot 2 niggas in the head that stole money from me, then where's Dev Nasty? Y'all want me to just bang niggas out on live, right? For what? So you could say he rolled out. You know my life is dope, right? Like I live in a beautiful neighborhood with great neighbors that leave baskets on you. But welcome to the neighborhood. Mr. Robinson, my girl is bad. I live good. I got funny ass friends. I got a podcast. I do shit. I own this. I don't gotta crash all the way out. Niggas don't gotta go to the extreme to get a point across. At the end, it does, because certain things have to be like, does that make sense towards the overall well-being of my plan? Whether you agree, if you got a different plan, then you go bust that move.
I agree.
But for me, I'm watching a lot of niggas crash.
Because a lot of times the martyr route ain't the best route. Like,
Man,
let me die for my cause. Sometimes you die for your cause too early and you just forgot.
Right. Had he been violent, we might not have gotten the speech.
I
have a
think
dream.
sometimes it's people out here, powers that be, that they want you to buck. They want you to buck in a certain way, just because it's another plan for that.
And when you buck, you always look crazy.
Right.
That's the thing. That's
he
the
probably
craziest
didn't want to look violent.
That's the craziest part.
Thank you.
When niggas buck, they look crazy. When niggas
That's the point I was trying to
when
make.
niggas buck in other countries, we be like, he a terrorist.
They
You
don't
don't
look
know that nigga backstory,
They-
man.
They don't look at what
that's the-
agitated you,
I
just how you
think-
reacted.
I think for him to like take so much of what he took to have so many things changed over the time, all the white people that he actually had an influence on, and kind of like, you know, just made people understand like, yo, all these people asking for is equality and peace. We not asking y'all
For something that's unreasonable.
yeah, we not asking y'all for revenge. We not asking y'all to do nothing to fuck back
But
to
you
y'all.
asking that from a country that was built on violence. This whole
get that.
shit is started on violence.
I get it.
It come from violence versus Britain or wherever the fuck they come
Listen.
from, England, to over here to fucking killing the Indians. All they know is violence. So if you think you're gonna talk peace to a violent motherfucker, all you're gonna do is end up dead.
He was
anyway.
trying to make change.
All I'm saying
You want to
is,
continue
he
the
got
cycle.
somewhere,
no,
though.
no.
He got
In
somewhere.
theory, it's always great to say, yo, it's great. Fight the power. Niggas is going to do it in the doses, they're going to do it in the doses that they see fit. You cannot tell another human being how much they should risk their life, especially.
I agree.
No,
I agree.
especially.
Listen, it all.
If you ain't risk your now, let's say if a nigga was a soldier in a war, right? No matter what opinion he got, I could disagree with him. He could stand here in front of us and be like, man, I fought for our safety in this country, and I feel like if a nigga don't do this because he at least did it.
He did it.
Right? Whether I agree with him or not, I might be like, pussy, I don't give a fuck what you did, nigga. Right? But he could at least stand on that. A nigga that did not do anything like that when all of these injustices are filmed.
Is the
There is
strongest
proof.
person.
You never went. You know you can go and watch these niggas that keep doing these killings. They are around. They're doing podcast interviews. They are out here.
they
and
get in the bag.
nobody is
Ain't doing
doing
shit.
anything.
You know when they came out? When Martin Luther King came out.
And another argument.
That's
another
when everybody.
argument.
That's who everybody got behind back then.
Yeah.
Back then, everybody came the fuck outside and felt safe and felt empowered when Martin Luther King came out. And don't get it fucked up. No matter how peaceful he was and what his strategy was, I just feel like it's no way you can't honor that courage. It's no way you can't
Without
like.
doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Like
He's the opposite of weak because a weak person.
And just think along these lines, right? Honestly, I just feel like they would have much rather he took the violent route because that's a war that we can't win, right? But the nonviolent route and the intelligent route, I think that he wouldn't have gotten as far as he got doing it the violent way. We were not in a position of power. We wouldn't have won the gun war. We just would have been all dead. We'd have been painted the picture as though these niggas was out here wild.
It's like this. Guess
I don't
what?
agree.
This is exactly what
nothing
they
woulda-
want.
That's,
It's like-
that's the argument that I said. But that's the argument that I said was I feel like if he would have took the violent route, he would have still been here, but they would have killed his cause because it would have been no need to kill him because they just would have made him look crazy like he was just another nigga wilding.
Not the motherfuckers that was looting and just steal shit, but when Floyd went down and them young boys rode and everybody rode the right way, I respected them. No more singing
You
songs.
did.
Hold on.
No more holding picket signs.
Hold on.
So,
Let me ask you-
okay, I'm gonna let you go. You know why? Because
Niggas
this-
wasn't running from the cops.
they wasn't afraid of the cops. But the thing is, right?
Was it just niggas out there?
No. We're talking about
No, it was
everybody.
every- it was everybody.
It was everybody.
Hold
It was
on.
everybody.
How many was everybody? How many
I don't
people?
know the number. Go
Black
ahead.
to what? How many people? How
There's
many?
more white people than black people on earth, Dev.
All right, so those people wouldn't be outside if it wasn't for Martin Luther King back then, making it where these people started to say, "Yo, these
Absolutely.
people is the people. These people is the ones being wronged. These people is the ones being wrong, bro. We saw these people turning their cheeks, and y'all
Listen,
still smacking
that-
them, man.
don't get me
Nah,
wrong.
fuck that. That's what. This is how it progressed.
I
to
agree.
this-
I agree.
This is how-
agree.
I salute the young millenniums, but like Dad said,
this is their
I
history.
agree.
They're writing their story.
All they doing is doing it over what Martin
What
started.
I'm saying is
but
they
in
don't
their
have
way.
to follow. They doing it their way. They don't have to follow Martin Luther King. If they
Right.
want to go out here and war, this is their history to
Absolutely.
write for the
Right,
Absolutely.
but they got in that position from that. You can't jump.
Martin started that.
It's like a nigga want to
He
jump
started
straight to
that.
iPhone without the first cut wire.
So
joint.
I respect.
You know what I'm saying?
I respect the
like
foundation.
like
of
you
Bill.
had to whip because otherwise, right? When you just see people fighting people that look like you, right? You just don't want to even hear the storyline. It's nothing to hear. The black people is against us. it will be white people that don't even agree with the shit bucking because it's just like, I mean, they made it is what it is. I don't agree that they should be treated like this, but now they just warring against us all, period. We got to buck with who look like us.
Absolutely.
Nigga, the same shit'll happen, nigga, if a fucking invader came to this fucking country and everybody gonna put all that bullshit aside. All I know is we American. Nigga, when they drop them fucking towers,
that's the only time.
nigga, when we, cause that's the only,
Yo,
that's the
listen,
time.
listen.
That's the time in your
Listen,
life
let me tell you
where you
something.
saw
Right.
the country get attacked.
But you-
man, let this shit,
Listen,
bro. Let me.
But how many months before it went back to normality?
What you mean?
How many months
Listen,
before we was all American
didn't-
until we went back to niggas?
Hold up,
Listen.
because bro,
It don't take long.
No, it's because niggas ain't in a fight. You thought you was going to war, nigga. When them shits dropped, nigga, I was working construction. We all went to a nigga crib like, yo, we need them burners. We think it is about to be wartime. Everybody throwing their flag up like we riding because one
American.
thing that people need is gang. Is gang mentality is nature. When motherfuckers is like, and aliens is here, bro, you think I'm worried about the neo-Nazis, nigga? Anybody without green skin
I understand what you're saying.
is my nigga. You understand what I'm talking about, bro? It's different. So we can't, you gotta factor in all of that shit, man. It's so easy to look at the past and like, judge shit and say shit like that. That's the same type of way that niggas look at shit and be like, oh, grandpa, from what we talking about earlier, oh, grandpa was a pervert because he was dating a girl that was this age. Every nigga came from the war and dated the girl. It was how life was.
I don't, and to everybody at home, we don't mean to like go on like a world history tour, but this second half right here is something that I'm going to actually take and actually show to a group of kids younger kids that we are mentoring, because there's no way that we can actually have this intelligent conversation with them, right? Because it's hard to get through to what their point of view is, because like Slice said, from their perspective, when George Floyd died and we was out here tearing the city the fuck up, right? They look at that as the exact opposite of what was happening during Martin Luther King's time. So from their perspective is, yo, he should have been out here fucking shit up and everybody should have been down and riding on the cops. And so from their perspective, because this is their now and they don't get to learn about that, they can only equate what's happening now.
Well, let me ask you this. They can't do this, though. Don't buy the Gucci belt. Don't buy the Ferragamo joint. Don't buy all of these products. Niggas, listen.
higher level of consciousness that they ain't got.
Listen, let me tell you something about Martin Luther King time. The reason why white people had to go and burn people's cars and shit like that is because these people said, yo, we not riding no buses.
Facts.
The whole black world, American world said,
Yep.
we're carpooling anybody that needs to
we
get
gonna
to
walk.
work.
We gonna walk 10 miles.
We'll
we
walk
got to.
and we got it organized. The neighborhood is organized. It's not, oh, I don't give a fuck about Janie down the street. It's like, no. Everybody in this community will get to work and we'll figure out who can carpool and drive who where. And they started doing that to make sure that nobody had to give a dime to them white buses.
And
they
then
had cab service.
and then they changed the law that said only a certain amount of people could be in a car so that they could pull people over so people couldn't load cars up and carpool.
So understand there were sacrifices as a group where people, but nowadays people will say, man, that's on y'all. At the end of the day, I'm going to get my belt. At the end of the day, I don't care what nobody say when they do the joint where they be like, yo, let's not buy. Let's only buy black for this one day. Niggas be like, man, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me, nigga.
But who's educating this?
It don't.
No,
I
when you talk about kids, you can't say it don't matter because it do matter. When you don't have nobody to educate the youth, this is the perception. They get.
So that's it's not about the perception. It's about asking them a simple question. It's saying, you telling me that you will be ready to buck. You can't even stay offline shopping, my nigga.
I respect
you
that.
dedicated to a gun shop, but you ain't dedicated enough to not press purchase for one day. The fuck is wrong with you? You can get it off Amazon tomorrow.
Is this death?
But that's what I'm saying.
Same
So it's
shirt.
the thing to check on them, to check with them is to say, nigga, you talking about discipline and how somebody gonna ride. You can't even ride on something that small. Do it. Do it this year. Don't buy them Christmas gifts this year.
When Gucci put that monkey shirt out and was
It was
called
H&M,
niggas
wasn't
monkey,
it?
and everybody was
I
saying,
don't know,
and
it was
it was Gucci, and everybody was saying, yo, ban Gucci. How many of us knew that shit was gonna last 3 weeks?
Right.
Everybody knew that shit was only gonna last 3 weeks.
It goes
The
back,
owner of Gucci knew it was
it
only
goes
gonna
back
last.
to the mentality, right? And there's no other way to put it. Our youth, our adults, I don't even want to just say youth, our culture does not have the brain power. Because we're not educating them with the knowledge. Some of them don't fucking get it. They don't understand how Porter talk about the dollar being so powerful. It is. All right, will it change the world? It might make a big difference. They don't get it. Even us mentoring youth, and we could tell them all this shit, they don't
Bro,
get it.
you would be surprised, bro. And we in here right now playing devil's advocate,
we pushing the envelope.
We pushing the envelope, but is kind of hurtful when you got 30 kids standing in front of you, and this is what they really believe. You know what I'm saying? Because they parents really believe this. So when you hearing these conversations and like Dev said, motherfuckers is talking about what they would have did, what they could have did. No, man, I would have did this. And you got the parents that's supposed to know better that co-signs that. You know what I mean? That pushes that agenda. You gotta, and like Slice said, these are the ones that's writing history right now. They gonna pass this shit down to another generation. So what we're trying to do right now is we're kind of using you guys in the room to help us have the argument as if we're talking to them.
No, that's fully understood. And just before we get out of here, like when people talk about people like, let's say, Colin Kaepernick, a lot of people, how they feel is they want to fight as long as they feel already uncomfortable. So if they feel like they ain't got nothing to lose, now they ready to fight. But as long as they bank account is straight and they living in a cool place, they like, I mean, me, man, I'm pretty good, man.
Yeah.
So when you do see people that are fighting for a cause or stand up for something or protest something, and they got bread and could have took that I don't care route, man, that's something to be saluted, man. Any person that does what they do and whatever contribution they have towards a cause, I salute. I cannot sit there and tell a person you need to do more than that, especially if I'm not doing more. I hear people talk they shit about, the community, and hey, I didn't receive no New Souls a contribution from you, and I know you. I didn't see you doing nothing when we need volunteers for what we do. Don't tell me, Dev, you ain't doing enough, and I'm out here been doing this shit for 5 years. It just certain things, I'm gonna just turn my ear. All right, bro, y'all should be doing this. I mean, you see what we are doing. Maybe I can't do more. Maybe I gotta go home too. Maybe I got a girl too. Maybe I got a kid too. Maybe I got bills too. I gotta go to work too. Like, come on, man. We gotta live in reality.
Has anybody, just to kind of like, brighten this thing up a little bit, has anybody seen the memes where they be like taking like Martin Luther King and the old legends like that, and they update them?
Yeah.
They put like the
chain, put the nice choker on him.
Snap
He look
back
like
to
me.
the-
He look like me. Yeah, he look like me.
He like Martin Luther Mills. That shit be crazy.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's the y'all gotta stop thugging the legends out, man.
That's it.
Real shit. But yeah, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, man, forever legends, man. It's everybody else that fought for, people, and it's a war going on outside. It's still a war going on outside right now to this day. And don't get me wrong, Slice, like I felt your energy, my nigga, because I think black people especially are like some of the most tenacious people like ever. You know what I'm saying? And Martin Luther King like led the front line with that tenacity. Like, yo, listen, y'all can't break me, my nigga. Like, I'm gonna let y'all see what y'all could do. Y'all can't break me. And I with my strategy and with what I'm doing, I'm gonna gather my people. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna gather my people, and we gonna rumble this shit the right way. You know what I mean? Because y'all gonna have to like really like kill us all at the end of the day, the way I'm gonna get people together and the way we gonna go about this shit. You know what I mean? And I think Martin Luther King, I think people, the powers that be, I think they knew and understood that, just how much, he was gaining, how many white people he was probably
Inspiration.
and
The
turning
patience
around.
he
You know what I'm
he
saying?
had to have had
Yeah.
to have people taunting
I
him
think-
right in his face.
Oh,
It speaks for
I
itself.
think, trust me,
Speaks for itself.
it incited some people to fight too because they sitting there like this. Oh, I see you. They punching him on, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not like him. He
Yeah.
taking his stance on it, but the reason why people are willing to fight is because they see bro getting punched on. He's making the example to prove I am not the aggressor. One of the first things they teach you, bro, self-defense, martial arts, anything, right? Is when you get into a public fight with somebody, is ways you're supposed to gesture things like this so that people from far away can see it wasn't Dev. Dev went like this. I saw him, boy, and Dev arguing. Dev went. I'm letting everybody know it's him that want this smoke, bro. Not me. That's one of the first things. When he put that up there, he proved who was committing the evil. And it still lasts to this day.
That's the end of the Talk Heavy podcast.
Niggas thought they left me. See me winning, now they can't double back. Love don't bring no trouble back. Ain't smart, can't no scrubs today. Say you my brother, would have loved the ass. See me winning, now they can't double back. Love don't bring no trouble back. Ain't smart, can't no scrubs today. Say you my brother, would have loved the ass.
Better getting cheddar, I ain't worrying about niggas, just me and K, I never let up. Even when they turn their backs, I stood tall, cut my head up. With that bitch, make my bed up. Ain't trying to fuck his bread up, I'm trying to get more. I roll it through and spin the block. They call me Jacob cause I make them watch. Niggas got buzzed, but I call it flop. In the hand trapping any hood, I'm cool with all the pop. Hooligans ready, shooting steady, I won't tell them stop. I was made for this, I fuck that bitch because I'm me, I heard you paid the bitch. Still slaves and shit. For Philly niggas looting everything, let's start a riot till our pains in them. Change again, range, I'm in brain from tens. Change the bins, flame your kin, stain the bins. We was packing, lurking action, back on stinting and trapping. RP my nigga Jew, I still can't believe this happened. I ain't had shit, just when I think Pop was at the top with a bad grip. Now I'm at the bottom and I feel like I'm in last shit. Making all this cash flip, ain't worrying about no past tense. Moving out my mama crib, my package left a bad scent. Ever since that day I was alone on my bag shit. I do this for 9, K&B, if you asking. My people gotta eat, why the fuck you think I'm taxing? Seen this fake or something change for real, man, the sadness.
See me winning, now they can't double back. Love don't bring no trouble back. Ain't smart, can't no scrubs today. Say you my brother, would have loved the ass. See me winning, now they can't double back. Love don't bring no trouble back. Ain't smart, can't no scrubs today. Say you my brother, would have loved the ass.
I was hand in hand in grams, you was on the gram. I'm so live, niggas watching me from in the can. Shout out my brother, gave me butter, I was in the jam. I will never take the stand, I'm Lieutenant Dan. I would've been gave up, that wasn't in the plans. Why would I ever fail? Most of these niggas fans. Quilly been active, I'm just getting more involved. Monkey suits all week, no more Dior at all. My white boy taking shot like he Paul Gasol. When it's war, nigga, we don't never call it off. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts if we might slide up. We flood the county with the Roxy's when the ice dry up. 4th of July, this Roman candle make your block light up. I'm just here for the money in the spotlight. Why Quilly always come through flexing, he on roids. When up top, I might shoot at the cops for George Floyd.